Good morning. I'm with Lee again today. He's over yonder looking at a bathtub, fixing to take a bath, I think. But
it is Saturday.
We just drove that new bladed road that Tammy and I were talking about the other day. We just drove that road from over by our house at San Domingo, and it crosses the mountains through here and goes all the way over to Trilby Wash. And rumor has it this is part of a lithium operation. But why they put this, it had to cost millions to put this road in that we're just driving. I'll show you some of it on the way back. Unbelievable. But look at this Rastra here. It's a good sized one. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know what they drug around in here, but there's something heavy and that would crush the ore. There's probably gold down in there left from all those operations. A water tank here, and Lee's got some devil's claw. Those are cool. You can make them look like scorpions and stuff. They're pretty cool. And this is an old well. You sure as hell don't want to fall in here, because it's deep. Oh, we can't see the bottom. It takes about 3 seconds for a rock to hit down there. And they're pumping water out of this well to run that Arastra right there.
We got the side-by-sides coming.
It sounds like we got somebody coming, so we're gonna have to get out the road here. But anyway, we're gonna film some stuff for you today. This is kind of a neat trip we discovered.
And they are hauling.
All right, I'll be back. Yeah, we got some company on the road here. Yeah, nice looking horses. Probably some of the Mon Ranch horses would be my guess. You guys gonna let us go through? Huh? Hello? We'd like to come through there. Yeah, so what? Look at the bangs on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little critter. Now look over here, you can see some of the, where they're working. That's the drill rig sitting right over there. And what they're doing is they're drilling into this pegmatite up here. And they're looking for lithium and other rare earth minerals, mostly lithium. And they have cut that road that we just came up here on. I'm going to show it to you on the way back. And they also have a road cut up Trilby Wash all the way to the Castle Hot Springs Road. So they've created, how long is this loop? 20 miles?
Trilby's 9 to this point. So yeah, probably.
Come on, man.
Figure it out here in a minute.
Totally unconcerned with us.
Yep.
Look, you can't go far that way. Don't run. I don't want to make him run. He's gonna come. He's gonna look right in our window at us. Move over. Come on.
Right on the arm.
Move over. Yeah, I'll move for you. Oh, stretch a little bit. Yeah. How about you get out of the road, man? Well, I'm not going to shake them up. It's too steep in here to get them horses running.
Come on, you guys.
There we go.
Come on. There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. See? That's all you had.
Say hi to the people. Oh, whoa. Hi there. Yeah. You're a beautiful horse. We haven't got no horse snacks, man. No horse snacks. But anyway, we're not going to be able to get in there to show you any of this stuff up here, because from right out down here, it's all private and you can't go up in there. But you can see there's the drill rig set up right there. And they've made this road for that purpose. We're going to drive down here a little farther and check it out. That's a piece of drill pipe right there. Yeah. They're taking core samples and they're checking them. And there's the reason they're here. This whole mountain is just riddled with pegmatite. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. But it's basically where emerald, like beryl, and some of the other tourmalines and stuff like that come from pegmatite, but that's not what they're looking for. There's also rare earth minerals in pegmatite, and it's a silica material. It's intrusive. My. We're gonna drive down here a little ways and turn around, and I'll show you the whole way back. Pretty cool. For you folks that like driving in the desert, and my videos are doing that, we're gonna show you some desert today. But this is all new. This has all happened in the last year or so. 2 years maybe, but they're out here doing some serious work. So, there's where the whole bunch of electric car batteries are coming from, I suppose. Look how pretty that is out there. It's going to all be an open pit mine. All through here, wherever they hit pegmatite, they're going to be digging it out, taking the sides of these hills out. Sad, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. Check out the old mine shaft down there. Had a door on it. And that's what these roads were originally for. These were gold mines probably, or silver, or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure. But you can see there's roads all through this country here. And there's a head frame up there. And the lithium mine is right over here. You can see the big water truck up there now. We're going to drive up here to their entrance and kind of show you that, and then we're going to head on back. This is quite an adventure today. Yeah, Arizona's amazing, man. We get out here and look over here. Okay, this is the Independence. And right up there where that head frame is, you can see another door. And if you go in that door, it goes back into this mountain, and there's couches and chairs and rooms cut in up there. There's a big vent shaft that goes up to the top here. And all the lumber and stuff in there is pretty new toward the end of the mine. So I'm not sure what was up with that. But you can't see it from here, but right on top of that center pillar, of those pillars right there, there's an old dirt bike that they were using to run electricity, generator, and pump water. But when you go inside up here, you can actually get down to this lower level from inside. And you go in here, but there was some people living in there back during the, I don't know, 80s, 90s. It's pretty wild, the stuff they got in there. All the stuff, there's baby diapers, still in packets, kids' toys, books, you name it, it's in there. They were living there. And first time we went in there, I was with Dave Riley and Kevin Hoagland and a couple other people. And we went in there with our flashlights on, okay? And we're walking around, and I said, wait a minute, shut your flashlights off. And we shut our flashlights off. They had strings of white Christmas lights going all the way back, little LED lights, and running off solar panels that were right up there. So the mine was lit up inside. It was pretty wild. But before, this was all rough. You couldn't come in here, and you have to drive up this hill here and come in. So this is pretty amazing, all the work they've done in here. Pretty darn amazing, my friends. My mind is what you call blown. And what they're after, they're in this pegmatite, and you can see the mica shining in this stuff. That's muscovite mica, and some of it's in pretty big sheets. There's also a lot of schist in here with biotite mica in it. And I guess this pegmatite is what they're after and what they're getting this lithium out of. I don't pretend to know a lot about lithium, but I do know this area is rich in minerals. Anyway, we're going to get back in the beast and drive around a little more. Now here's where they're actively mining. The drill rig up ahead is to look for new spots. And if you look down here to the right into that big dike of pegmatite, you can see an old tunnel going into that. But they're actively mining up here. Those are fresh tailings. You can see where they're taking out the center of the hill here. And up on top, if you look between those two hills, that's all fresh tailings too. So they're working pretty darn hard. This is not one of those fly-by-night operations. This is a big deal. And you can see there's this kind of open pit in here. And so what they're doing by drilling, I'm assuming, is seeing how deep the deposit goes. But you can see that ridge right there, right across the top. That's all pegmatite. And that runs over here. There's Buckhorn Wash right over there. And we have traveled a long ways on this road. And there really used to be no way in here except that trail. And I'll tell you what, my friends, that trail will make your butt pucker pretty bad even on a quad. That's some scary stuff right there. Yeah, but I've actually been in that mine shaft and looked around. It's pretty cool. Different. Pretty cool. Look at those mountains. Yeah, so this road that we're driving on is following this pegmatite deposit all the way back almost to Morristown, to the little Big San Domingo Wash up there by Anderson Mill. And why they made this huge loop for their trucks, Lee and I are trying to figure that out. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense unless they're planning on working this whole ore body all the way down to San Domingo Wash and hauling water from that way up to here. They got to keep these roads graded for the water trucks because you can't drill a very big hole without water. You got to have a lot of water to run these drill rigs or they just burn up those bits. And they're drilling holes probably, I don't know, 3-4 inches round. That's a big drill rig for the core sampling. So anyway, there you go. Times are changing. I never would have thought I'd see all this. Amazing. But we just drove on a couple $1 million worth of brand new road and all their equipment's brand new. Huh. Impressive. Sad in a way, but impressive. It's called progress. I mean, geez. And they say that lithium batteries don't cause any kind of destruction to the earth or anything when they tell you about making them. But, well, there you go. Okay, and this is going to be all torn up like this for a long ways for a long time. It's going to take years to work this deposit out of here. And the Independence was a gold mine. So they're probably going to have byproduct gold out of here, I would guess as well. And there's a lot of secondary enrichment up here that's not related to the San Domingo placers down below. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. There's nobody here this weekend because it's Thanksgiving weekend, of course. But boy, that's a big operation. Just putting that road in would have put me in a poorhouse. After looking around a little more and thinking about it, if you look at where these dirt piles are that they've got up here, and Lee's thinking they're probably flat spots for the drill rig to set and run, which I agree. That's probably what they're up to. They're putting in these flat pad areas and then they're checking the extent of this deposit, how far down it goes into the earth. Which means technically if they find a good deposit in here, this whole hill's going to be gone. It just won't be here anymore. Imagine that. And we're on our way out. We're going to take the same road back as we came in on, so I can show it to you. But none of this was a road 2-3 weeks ago. It was nothing but a trail, and a spooky trail at that, even on a quad. Now it's a 2-lane highway, and they're not done with it yet. Pretty amazing what mankind can do when he puts his mind to it. But this is the cost of the lithium, my friends. This area up here is not going to look anything like this in a couple years. This is some rough country back in here. It really is. Beautiful rough country, but they're going to follow that pegmatite dike right along that ridge, it looks like to me, and they're just going to keep on going for years. There's years worth of work up here. Years. And we're coming back up on our buddies here. Got a little close to the edge there, made Lee jump a little.
Got a little squirrely there.
Same horse that blocked the road.
Yep.
I think they got a toll road here. They want something to eat or they're not letting us through.
Right. Come on, you.
You're gonna have to pat them on the butt again, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not wanting to move. Lee's gonna go out and have a little talk with them. Get them to move out of the way.
Keep it on camera. If I get kicked, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it will. Come on, guys, get out of the road. No, these aren't wild horses probably. These are some of the ranch horses.
Yeah.
They're not wild. They're just out here doing what they're doing. I could be wrong though. I don't see any brands on any of them.
They don't have hooves on them.
Yeah, they may be wild horses. Who knows?
Shoes, I say.
We do have them here. Oh, they got horseshoes on them?
No.
Oh, they're not wearing any shoes? These are wild horses, my friends.
So my dumbass just hopped out and pet one.
Yeah. Yeah, no horseshoes on these guys.
This guy will move when you move forward a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that one in the back has shoes. So
He does?
But these two in the front don't.
Okay, there is shoes on one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they got shoes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got shoes. They're ranch horses. Oh, I got my camera all pointed at the floor. Anyway, we decided they got shoes. They're probably ranch horses just sitting up here. They're awful friendly. They just want a snack's what they want from us. Oh, we got freeze-dried pizza slices. So, anyway, off we go.
Want a slice of pizza?
We're headed that way, back over the mountains on this brand new highway. That's red and white Picacho over there in Trilby Wash down below. And we just drove all the way up here from Morristown on this new highway. Unbelievable. It's a neat area back in here. Lots of history, lots of mining history. And the one in the middle, the one on the right, which is white Picacho, okay, that is actually granititic rock mostly. Okay, and then in the middle there, the one with the nipple looking thing on it, that's all volcanic rock. That was an old volcanic neck. That's where there's an eruption there. And it pushed its way up through the earth and pushed this granite up with it on both sides. It's pretty amazing, geology-wise. But a lot of gold and stuff in these hills. Yes, there is. Well, down yonder is Big San Domingo Wash, which has been bladed all the way up to the end, almost. And Morristown, over in those little hills. And it had to have cost a couple $1 million to put this road in. And there's an old clay market. And a couple more over here on the hill. And those are been up there 10 years or better anyway, because they're faded and turn color, and if you rub them, the white comes off. Man, this guy riding this dozer is good. This is a good crew, man. It's just exciting looking up all these little washes. I've never been looking. What?
Huge, big rock cairn claim marker.
Oh, yeah, I see that. That's an old rock cairn there, guys. That's an old clay marker from the old timers. And this used to be a dirt trail, more or less, up the wash. And if you look behind me, you see lots of exposed bedrock up in this wash. This is the upper part of Big San Domingo. And this area in front of us, get this outside the window, this area in front of us was all real rough, jagged area, and they filled it in and made a road out of it. And there's a bunch of the boulders they pushed out of the way to do that. And this is serious stuff going on here, guys. And this was pretty much impassable in a vehicle of any sort other than a dirt bike or a buggy of some kind, because you have to go over all the bedrock. And they just came over here and ripped it out, trees and all, put it in the road. Huh. Sometimes you just got to get in the truck and drive to the end of the road to see what in the heck it's for. And we know what this one's for now. So, yeah. I'll show you Anderson Mill on the way home. And that's probably going to be it for the day. It's already noon, 1-on-1. So, yeah, pretty amazing. None of this was really drivable before. They took a lot of dirt out of the sides to level this out. So they had to thicken this up quite a bit so you could actually drive on it, so you weren't driving directly on this stuff. This is what it used to look like. So, anyway, I'm going to shut this thing off for a minute. Well, we're back in Big San Domingo. And they bladed the wash too. This was a rough wash to drive on. And it's as smooth as can be. could drive a regular old truck up here, a car, just about anything now. Well, until it rains. And then they're gonna have to come in here and redo it. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It take one good rain and probably 40% of this road will have to be completely redone. I'm talking the whole length of the road, not just this little spot. All of this will have to be redone because when this flows, it flows. So we're just having trouble figuring out why they put a road all the way in from this way when they can just go up Trilby Wash to Castle Hot Springs and out that way. Interesting. I guess you'd have to ask the guys that did it.
Yeah.
And probably won't be doing that. But anyway, there you go. We're gonna come up to Anderson Mill here in a little bit and I'll show you that. That'll be it for today on the video.
Yeah, who's it on?
Up ahead, we have Anderson Mill. And you can actually see the big rubber belt blowing in the wind up here back and forth. And a lot of people are confused what this mill is all about. And what they milled here was mica from the pegmatite that's all around here. And they mined the mica for the war effort, World War II. And now it's just a hangout for people on buggies, and as you can see. But it's really cool up there. The BLM started tearing it down back in the early days, and the citizens around here stopped them from doing it. So anyway, that's Anderson Mill. Pretty cool area. So we're headed back down and we're getting back into the San Domingo area, so I'm going to shut the video down and back up and see what I just saw in a hole first. Oh, it's a rock. It looked like a core drill hole right there with a core still in it. Anyway, we're going to go up here and maybe do a little metal detecting or something along this new road. I don't know. I had a great trip today. I really did. This is where the pump for the mill was. They had it set up on here on this rock gizmo. And this is one of the few spots in Arizona, or one of a few spots, that I know there's water year-round. Okay, so you're out in the middle of the desert here, and you got to find water. I'll tell you what, a lot of these big washes, Lee and I could stop right here right now and dig a hole 20 feet deep and get good water. It's full. So there's a lot of water along here, and the ranchers use it. They got this long black line running along the road right here we're looking at, which goes right over here to this next to the water trough for the cattle. And they're along the washes and stuff up here. Oftentimes you see tadpoles and stuff in there, and ranchers used to throw goldfish in them back in the old days, but I don't think they do it much anymore. But they use the goldfish to eat the algae out. And goldfish are keeping relatively spotless. So anyway, if you like these videos, this one was just kind of a trip, but if you like these videos, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Nugget Shooter out.